Worse situations than this. We was faced with racism like we still faced with when we was faced with deep slavery. We got ancestors that stood up and took a stand. We got ancestors like Nat Turner that took a stand. He said, oh hell no. Hell no, I'm not going to sit for another 6 watch our people being enslaved. He said that God spoke to him. God revealed to him to lead our people out of bondage, out of slavery. And Nat Turner took a stand. And he got other, we don't call them slaves, other black men who were enslaved took a stand with them. And they began to win our freedom back by killing slave masters to free our people. They took a stand against all our odds to get us to this point. And we had many others that took a stand for us. We didn't just get here on our own. We didn't just be able to be free on our own. We had people that fought, bled, and died for us. We had ancestors like Nat Turner that took a stand. We had ancestors like the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey that took a stand for us. We're here to tell you, family, if you don't have a knowledge yourself to better yourself, then how you going to change the conditions in where we live? If you don't know yourself, how you going to be yourself? Somebody can come up and tell you do anything. This is why you see us acting like savages in our community. Because a savage is one who has lost the knowledge of himself and living a peace way of life. Only a savage can come in our community and murder somebody like they did. Savages. That's what they are. One who has lost the knowledge of himself. And this is what we see here today. Young black men without a knowledge of self. Young black men who are living a beast way of life. Killing our own kind. Let us circle Let us show some unity that we smoking marijuana, disrespecting our rally. Come on. That's part of the problem. Part of the problem. That's not how we're going to honor him. We need to show some life. Some life. We need life in our community over the death that's covering us. Let us circle it up. We need some unity. Let us circle. We know we're upset. We all mourn it. We all feel the death pain of our people when they're being murdered in this community. This ain't day one. This ain't no one protest we do. We going over 6 years. Black lives been mattered to us a long time ago. Let us circle it up. Let us show Riverview Courts. Let us show them a sense of unity. That we're not going to be afraid. We're not going to stay locked in our homes thinking that this stuff going to pass us by. No. We're going to take a stance to show these murderers that we will unify against you. That we will speak out. We will protest strongly against you. We will not be quiet. We will not be silent while we die in these streets. That's the problem. That's what has been happening. We have been too quiet. We have been too silent. We haven't been saying nothing, but we think we put a post up on Facebook, we did something. We talked about it, we think that's doing something. No, family, we got to organize. We got to stand together. We got to come together. We got to show some unity in our community. Unity in our community. Our unity alone can solve 90% of the problems we face with. If it's dealing with unemployment, if it's dealing with poor housing, our unity alone can change that on many levels. Stop the violence. 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 Stop the shooting. Stop the shooting. Stop the shooting. Stop the shooting. Stop the killing. 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 Peace in the streets. 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 Peace, family. My name is Brother Sharif from Amenhotep. I'm I'm the vice chair of the mighty North Anti-Violence Coalition, family. This is an organization, family, that was founded by Honorable Mayor Raz J. Baraka in the year July, in the month July 20th of 2009, family. July 20th of 2009, when a young black woman by the name of Nikisha Allen, say Nikisha Allen, Nikisha Allen, we must never forget her name. This was a young lady on her way from the grocery store for buying groceries for her children and was murdered on Elizabeth Avenue in Mika in a drive-by shooting, gunned down. Where our mayor sent the call out to the community to do something about the violence in the community. And we took a stand, family. Over 50 organizations took a stand on that day. And from that day forward, we've been protesting violence almost over 6 years in the community. 6 years all over the city of Newark. We done crisscrossed the city of Newark, protesting the violence in our community, calling black men out, calling gang members out, calling them out by name, Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings, Nietas, calling them out by name to put their guns down, to stop shooting and killing our people. And we came up with 5 demands, and we demanded that the police director of that day, Gary McCarthy, must go. Because we put our heads together with solutions. What is the issues that affects our community? What affects the quality of life in our community? We seen that the #1 issue we was faced with was crime and violence, public safety. And the director of the police department is over crime, public safety. Called for his resignation, and we organized the community. There were rallies and protests all over the community. And we forced them out, and we ran behind Chicago. And look at Chicago. You think we bad now? We got nothing in comparison to Chicago.
Hey, Zoo.
And guess what? The man that we ran out of the city of Newark, he went to Chicago. We told them in Chicago they was making a terrible mistake by having Gary McCarthy as their police director over there. And their violence quadrupled under his leadership. So the same thing that was happening in Newark happened in Chicago. But guess what, family? We got wind of it early. We went to work early and we organized early. So we stopped violence in our community. So instead of us, we had maybe 100 murders, we could have had 300 murders. Like in Chicago, got 500, 1,000 murders because of the leadership of that police director, Gary McCarthy. We ran him out of town. And our second demand, we declared violence a public health issue. It's a public health issue. It's a disease. Don't think these young people are just killing people on their own. They sick. We got sociopaths in our community. These people lose no sleep when they kill us. They think it's business. In fact, they tell the whole community about it. The whole community know about this killing right here. And they know about many of other community killers in our community. But we sick-minded. We suffer from a disease called violence. And we do nothing about it. We think that this is normal. We think that this was supposed to happen to us. We're supposed to die on dirty streets in our community. Because we suffer from that disease. So we declare violence a public health issue. We need doctors. We need psychologists to come in. We need, in fact, trauma. This traumatized our whole community seeing this. We're traumatized over and over and over again. Each and every time we see somebody killed in our community, it traumatizes us. And we become more prone to violence ourselves. We become more desensitized, dehumanized. This is what happened to us. So we declare violence a public health issue. Our third demand is dealing with education. I'm speeding along. Education, we declare that the New Jersey public school system enforce the Amistad Act in our schools. You think our children are failing now? They're failing because of the curriculums in our school. The curriculum is based on white supremacy. It's based on miseducation. But there's a bill, there's a law called the Amenhotep Act that says that it should teach African American children, Latino American children, their history and their history in all the curriculums. They should be learning something about who they are, learning their culture, not just during Black History Month, but throughout the whole entire school year. And all the curriculums, they should be learning about the greatness in which we come from. And which we're not only talking about antiquity, we talking about today, present day. If our little children, our little babies know that everything which you see today that's called technology, it came from us. We invented it. You name it and we invented it. And it's no joke. The reason why we don't believe it, because they're not teaching it to them. And if they don't put their approval on it, we believe it's not happening. So this is why we see the importance to ending this all along. Because if our babies grow up early, say if our babies grow up from 5 years old and above, knowing that they're kings and queens, you can't come to them trying to recruit them to be a blood. You can't come to them trying to recruit them to be a Crip. They say, you want me to be a blood? Are you kidding me? I'm a king. You want me to be a Crip? Are you kidding me? I'm a queen. I come from greatness. What do you have to offer us that we haven't already did? What you want to offer me? You said you're a blood, right? And you're dealing with brotherly love. Where's your record of brotherly love in our community other than you shedding the blood of Black people? Where's your record of overriding oppression and destruction in our society? Where's your record of that? Show me where, at anywhere, that you are fighting against oppression and destruction in our society. Show me where you're doing it at, and then I may consider about joining your gang. And if you're a Crip, and you say there's a community, revolution in progress, then you show me where's the community at. Because we know in the word community there's unity. Where's the unity?